it to happen. I expect something to happen, but I have to let go of
Yeah.
how it's going to
Danny,
happen.
do you think that you, in the future, will have a backup plan?
No,
or anything for
this
life?
is literally everything I've set my life out for. So,
You're
like,
13.
we moved,
Bad a little bit.
no, like, I moved states, like, for this. Like, if this doesn't work, there is nothing.
You have
else.
you have so much life ahead of you. You
What
literally
else
could
am I gonna do?
college? Yeah.
Ooh, that's just another
What?
school. Like,
No.
I don't know. That's not like my life plan. Like, my life will go on after college.
What if you find another passion?
I won't.
Because if you you like discovered that you enjoy acting at such a young age, it's fair to say that you are still learning about yourself. What if you literally next week see her like you're cutting hair? You're like, man, I would love to be a dog groomer, and then you find a passion, you fall into that passion. What if you haven't found your passion
No,
yet?
like I always wanted
You're
to be
literally
in the
13.
industry.
You're literally
I
13.
would go trim dog hair on TikTok. Like I wanted to be in the industry in some kind of way.
Just and
Trim dog hair.
honestly, and maybe the moms that watch this, who your kids, who God told you your kids were gonna be. I knew Danny when Danny told me about that dream that she had, and like I want to be on TV, and then the conversation she had with God, I just knew that I was supposed to undergird that
You gotta
for
say
her.
her, Mike.
I was born to be a star.
I knew I was supposed to undergird that, and that was a calling. It's not just a hope or an activity for her. I knew that it was a calling.
What about her?
Because God was calling her, because God wasn't just calling her to entertain. He was calling her to influence in this industry. It's not about just being a good actress. It's about representing him and influence. And that's why we've done so well out here, because he can trust us to influence for his glory.
I am just a vessel.
Do you think that you're doing your part? I was just wondering this for myself the other day. Do you think that you're doing your part to give God the glory with your influence?
Yeah, I think that we're still doing everything that we said we were gonna be. We still make the scripture times. We still do the videos.
But like in your day-to-day life, I'm not pressing you. I'm just wondering. Like I was just thinking about it. I was like, am I doing everything that I could be doing to?
You need to join a church and like start like bishop and like.
Me?
That's going to help us segue into our next
We starting a
topic.
church?
And so, dum.
No, Dale should just be an usher.
What, bro? Dale,
She's
you
trying to
remember
be
when you were a
funny.
praise
No.
dancer, bro?
Dayla was also a praise dancer. We did it
remember
together.
you doing it the most, though.
Actually, I did it. I quit.
Dale did it
like
for
halfway
months.
through.
I was in there for a year.
Really?
I asked
Sorry.
I asked Dana if she wanted to praise dance.
Oh,
Not because
Sunday.
I don't
So
love dancing
stoked
or
about
anything. I just
She's
Russ
like,
about to start
yeah.
praise dance?
no.
Praises.
all right, y'all. This
That's on
has
this morning.
been so. Wait. So, final thought. Do you think it's okay to have a backup plan?
I think that you should. I think it's more than okay to have a backup plan. I agree with you that you should have blind faith, but I don't think that having a backup plan negates the fact that you're working on faith. And also, faith is a work in progress. It isn't something that you're just like, oh, I have it
That's
now.
true.
You know what I'm saying? If you have to work your way up there, you got to get a job. You got to do what you got to do to survive, but you're still pursuing your passion. I think that that's fair.
That's true. That scripture, it says that he'll take you from faith to faith,
Absolutely.
glory to glory. Dana?
I think it's good and I think it's mature to have a backup plan, but I also think that you shouldn't let that backup plan ruin what God has for you, and you shouldn't let that season spoil your reason. You know, like what you're.
She be trying to make clips. You shouldn't let that
Yeah.
season. Wait, point at the camera and say it again.
No.
Jennifer Mayer. Jennifer Mayer.
But I'm saying, like, you shouldn't let that little season in your life, like, ruin what you're here for. You shouldn't let that, because I was just talking to Mama about this. I was saying something, and she was like, well, I don't think that you should do this and the third when you're older, because I think, I don't remember what we were talking about, but still, like, I don't think that you should let that little thing that you are allowing in your life to ruin what God has for you in the future.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
I think it's just pretty simple. Like, listen to God. If He tell you that you need a backup plan, then that's that. I think that your backup plan for a while was hair, but God always knew what you was finna do.
How do you
what
know
I'm
if
saying?
it's God or like just your anxiety being like, oh, I need to get a
Because
job?
like it'll really get shook up. Like how the shop really, like she was in the hair business for what, like 8 years,
Y'all are
probably
matching.
even more. And like it just all collapsed like literally one day, and
Yeah.
that's that. Like
Yeah, but-
when God talk, when He speaks, it's pretty obvious. I feel like. So yeah.
Danny,
To each their own. If you want a backup plan, do it. But for me personally, no.
she wasn't listening.
She's ghetto.
No, I'm just set on what I want to do
Yeah.
in life. So
I think that, to each its own. For me, God is my backup plan. He is my only
Yeah.
plan.
And I think that's the way it's supposed to be though.
yeah. and he'll honor it. All right, this has been a fun episode of Teachable Moments. See y'all next time.